So in continuation to yesterday's session, guys, we'll be doing further configuration on your compensation template, and we'll test those things whatever we are going to configure. Right, we'll test it now and then, guys. So yesterday we have seen, right, how to upload the data into the compensation worksheet using your UDF file along with the compensation data. And let me open the sheet here. Let me proxy Intel and Thompson, and let's verify, guys, for what are the things that we have seen yesterday. So this is the latest one, right, that we were working on. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So what I suggest, guys, like probably like we'll do a couple of things here. So before I go ahead and do that, right, let me tell you like what I'm going to do, what I'm planning to do here. So basically, like what I'm going to do is like I'll be adding a new bonus field, and basically it is called as like the name of this particular field is called as a lump sum 2 field on your salary sheet, and this field which I am going to add, right, it's a standard field, guys. And after that, what I'm going to look, I'm going to label it to discretionary bonus. It's one of the requirement, guys, basically. And basically what I'm going to do, like I'm going to group this particular field, and it's only a single field, but even then I'm going to group it to discretionary bonus, and I want to place it after the final salary section. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do here, and after that what I'm going to do is like I'll be adding a new field called as number of hours per year, and this is going to be useful for the what do you call the hourly paid employees, guys. So number of hours they worked for a year, and after that I'll add I'll name this particular thing as like units per year field, and I'm going to place it before the current annual salary field. Let me check, guys. Yeah, you can see here. 1 second, guys. I don't think so. It is. Yeah, you can see here. it is available under the current salary grouping, current annual salary. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to add this particular field and this place. So this is what I'm going to do here, and after that what I'm going to do is like I'm going to launch couple of or create couple of custom fields, guys. So with respect to the custom fields, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to add hire date field in your compensation, and these field mark it as read only, guys, which means that I'm interested in getting the data from your UDF file. So I want to load the data into this particular field using the UDF file. Okay, that is what I'm going to do here, guys. And what I'm going
to can we do?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can we do one field with the calculation, like adding 2 columns so that we did?
Yep, I'll show you. Like even the calculation, I'm going to do that. I'll write a small simple calculation and I'll show you, Sri. And later what I'm going to do, like I'm going to write like a previous year merit and previous year annualized salary. And these 3 fields, the hire rate, previous year merit and the previous year annual salary, I am interested to upload using the UDF file, guys. So that is my interest and that is what I am going to do here. So in order to do this, so let me do that. In order to do that, go to your compensation module, and immediately after this I'll write the calculation, I'll write the formula field, Srini. And if you go to your administration tools and if you go to the compensation module, go to 2015 March, design worksheet, and under the design worksheet, let me first add the standard columns, guys. You can see lump sum 2 and number of hours per year are the 2 standard columns, and after that it's all like custom columns. So lump sum 2, where is your lump sum 2? You can see, guys, lump sum 2 is the standard field. So I'm going to add the lump sum 2 to my compensation worksheet, and and one more thing, I'm going to number of hours per year. I don't know like whether it is. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second, guys. Okay, sorry guys, sorry about that. Number of hours. Units per year, guys. This is the one. Units per year is the one. So I added 2 custom columns right now. You can see here one is your lump sum 2 and units per year. And units per year is going to be labeled as number of hours per year. And your lump sum 2 is going to be named as discretionary bonus. Okay. and I don't want to import these things. And you can see you added the fields, but you want to place them at certain locations of your interest. You can see you want to place the discretionary bonus after the final salary section. So if you take this discretionary bonus, this should go after the final after your final salary. You can see here. No, yes, after the final salary section itself. Okay. Yes, please. Okay, guys. And your number of hours, the number of hours per year should be placed before the current annual salary field. And where is your current annual salary field? Yeah, somewhere here, guys. Okay, let's save this thing, guys. And I want to add one more custom column, and the custom column is called as hire date field. And this field is going to be marked as read only, which I am interested to load it from the UDF file. And you can see here the previous year merit and the previous year annual salary, both are the things you are interested to upload from the UDF file. So all these three columns which you are going to add, the custom ones, should be read only, and you should upload that from the UDF file. You can see the first one, which is hire date, and it is going to be a read only, and it is going to be date field. Let me name it as comp hire date so that we can clearly differentiate that, guys. And after that, let me add one more column. It's called as previous year merit, and again this is a string. No, yes, again it is a read only field. Let me one second, guys. Previous year merit. Okay. Okay. And let me add one more custom column called as previous year salary, money, and what is the format that you're interested, right? Okay. And these are the three things that I added. And let me group these three custom columns that I added under the one second, under the previous year details or previous year's comp details. Okay. And what I'm going to do, like, I'm going to pull these three fields under this particular group, guys. Okay. So this is what I did, guys, and let me go ahead and launch it, and after that I'll try to upload the compensation, the required cost and columns fields into the system. I'm going to populate the data using the UDF file, guys, for these fields. Let's say v3.0.
Raghu, this is Ray.
Yeah.
So I think the custom columns is the way we are defining is straightforward from the file. Is there any option we can link it to like a previous year compensation plan and pull it from there instead of like a loading from the file?
No. Each template is independent and it's got its own data array. We cannot integrate one compensation template with another compensation template array. Yeah, we'll not be able to do that. Only thing is like you have to create those things and populate it offline on your desktop and then populate it back to the that particular corresponding template array. That is what it goes. So like on the system, even though I know like even though we have the previous years and previous year to previous years details, right? The compensation details, you will not be able to load that into this compensation worksheet array. We have to always rely on this fashion only.
Even for reporting, will we be able to pull it? Like if
no,
you
reporting, yes, reporting you will
like,
be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends on template, right? In the reporting, we will be doing reporting on the template name. So inside the template, whatever the data that we populate, right, that will come up.
Okay.
Yeah, and here you can see, click on employee data export, guys, and when you are exporting the data, right, select the compensation template that you are interested or you are currently working on, and 2015 March compensation plan template is the one that you are working on. Export user file. And this is the file we got it, guys, 229. You can see the comp hire date, previous year merit, previous year salary has been loaded into the system. Okay, and you have to populate the data into these particular fields, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically get the standard hire date and populate over there for the employees. Just this is the column, and what is this previous year merit? Let's say
Raghu, this column already there in the UDF file this previous year compare.
Pardon? What did it?
You add this column, Raghu, the previous year or the compare, or it was already there in UDF file?
These ones? No. We added it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we added those fields, guys. Something and just populating some values here, guys, and nothing more than that. Yeah. Yes. Hey, go ahead with your question, guys. Someone is asking question.
Raghu, this is Ajay. I just joined. I missed the initial part. So what is the purpose of we are loading this data into, because the employees are already there and then we are doing the merit, let's say for 2015.
Yeah, but he wants to see like what kind of merit the employee has been got during the previous year, Ajay. He wants
that should be already there in the system, right?
No, it's already there in the system, but you can see that the previous year merit you have provided, right? It is inside a particular template, right? It is not exposed outside. It's not available to this particular template.
So let's take an example. In 2014, we are already live in SuccessFactors in 2014 January 1st, and we do our merit in March 2014.
Yeah.
And in 2015 again we do our merit.
Yeah.
So I can view my 2014 data in the system, right? Do I need to load it?
No. See, yes, you will be able to view your data, 2014 data in the system, and you can download the data onto your desktop, and you can see the data and the reporting also. But from this particular template, if the compensation reviewer wants to see on this particular template, they will not be able to do that. Out of the box, they will not be able to do that. And in order to provide such kind of data to the compensation planner, how we are going to achieve that is like we will be creating a custom column, and inside that particular custom column we will be populating the data, and the data we are going, yes, the data you are going to get it from the system only.
So what is the purpose of this? I mean, I'm not clear. What is the purpose of this Excel? I mean, because why are we creating this Excel spreadsheet download and sending it to planners? I mean,
No, see, the planner wants to see the previous year merit amount, Ajay.
okay.
How you are going to show that?
But
On the compensation worksheet, he wants to see the all the employees, the 5 or 6 employees, whatever he is reviewing, right? He wants to see their previous year merit.
So 2013 you mean, because 2013 is not in the system yet.
Yeah, whatever it may be. Like say, if your SuccessFactors system was implemented in 2012.
I get it. Okay,
yeah.
That's what my question. So anything which was beyond history, he wants to see, and 3 years or 5 years history. That's what we are loading through this system, this Excel.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
But Raghu, I just want to clarify one thing.
Yeah,
what
please.
You said. So what I understood is like, doesn't matter whether you implemented from the last 10 years or 20 years.
Yeah.
If a manager wants to see a data related to a previous years or whatever it is,
yeah,
you have to create in a custom column into those comp sheets and you have to publish it. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. The data which is not inside this particular template, right? Yes, you have to create a custom column and make sure the data is going to be populated into that custom column.
Okay, so most probably this will be done every year if the user wants to see, right?
Exactly. Yeah, if the same requirement comes up every year, right? Yes, it is going to be like a regular activity, guys.
Okay, thanks for clarifying.
Oh yeah, okay, guys, no worries. Just let me mute everyone, guys. And the previous year salary, say I'm just going to load the flat salary, guys, whatever it may be. Okay. Let me load this thing into the system, guys. And in order to load the data into the system, right, go to the compensation module, go to actions for all plans, and under the actions for all plans, you can see under the all plans, click on employee data import, and here browse for the file. 229 is the one, guys, and select the compensation worksheet that you want to update, and here it is 2015 March compensation plan template. And I'll talk about these things, guys, don't worry about these things at this moment. And you can see apply this compensation details for that particular compensation plan template. Click on import this file. So it will take 1 or 2 minutes, guys. Let me check the status here. Go to monitor jobs. It's done, guys. So let me go ahead and launch the compensation worksheet now, and we should see this data in the compensation worksheet, guys. Then I'll create a custom formula field over there. Go to manage. A proxy into Alan Thompson account, guys. If I go to the compensation module of Alan Thompson, this is not. Is it the one, guys? V3.0 is the one that we just launched, or V4.0?
v4.0.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just wait for a minute, guys. Let it launch and then we'll verify that.
Let's say your reportee belongs to a different country. How do you manage the same base sheet with different countries and different locations?
No, see, it all depends on what kind of requirement. If it is a requirement is specific to the country, right? Yes, you need to have a different template, guys. And say if all these countries have the same kind of rules and there is no difference between the different countries or geographical location, then you are going to use the same template.
Generally, what happens, and I mean, you must be aware of that. Like on top management level, their reportees belongs to a different country. Somebody from Mexico, China, and all. So, can we accommodate all these requirements in one sheet, or every time one employee have to upload a different sheet?
See, if you have something, either guidelines or something specific to country, right? Yes, the same template is not going to work out in that kind of situation, guys. You have to create different templates for those countries.
Okay.
Yeah, the same. You cannot accommodate all those things in the same template. It's completed. I don't see why it is not available at Alan Thompson. Let me proxy into Alan Thompson, guys. Give me a second, guys. Just a second, guys. Okay, Shiva, 1 second. Hey, you have muted yourself, Shiva. I'm not able to unmute you. Just check yourself. Yeah, okay, see. This is the latest sheet that we have launched to Alan Thompson, guys. Let me verify whether the data is populated on this worksheet or not. And the first thing you can see here, is previous. This is the previous year salary is populated, and these are the values that we have just populated into the spreadsheet, and previous year merit you can see here, and this is what it has been loaded into the system. And what I'm going to do is like I'm going to write a simple formula, guys. I want to show, or the requirement is like, yeah, the lump sum to write. 1 second, it should be somewhere here, guys, which is mentioned, which is marked as discretionary bonus. Hire date is there.
Just before March custom.
Okay, yeah, here you can see here the discretionary bonus. Yeah, so these are the things that we added, guys. Apart from that, we didn't add anything else. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to write a simple formula which is going to be like I want to show the previous year's merit trend, and this formula is going to be like, how I'm going to write is like, this formula is a simple formula, guys. It is going to be like, this is nothing but, you can see the current merit. The current merit is nothing but, here you can see there is a merit. Here you can see the current merit, and let me not this one, guys. 1 second, let me write in a different fashion, because I didn't wrote the guidelines yet, because I cannot rely on merit, because merit is going to come as 0. Rather, what I can do is like 1 second, yeah, current salary minus previous year salary, and this is going to be divided by the previous year salary. This is nothing but it will give you the merit that he got during the previous year. So I want to calculate this merit percentage. How much of hike he got with respect to the merit, right? This is what I want to calculate, guys. And how you are going to write this simple formula is like, if you go to your administration tools, merit is the percentage of increase, guys. So merit is nothing but the salary. It's one of the part of your salary component, and it is a part of your annual compensation. So how much say your base salary is like, say 100K, and you want to an increase with respect to your base salary. Say your current salary is 100, and if your organization want to give you 20% merit, that is what it is, merit, and your total compensation is going to become 120K, and that 120K is your total compensation, and out of that, whatever the taxes they want to deduct it, right, they will deduct that, and you will get the remaining amount as your monthly salary Tasneem. So let me go to administration tools here. Go to compensation. (2015) March compensation template is the one that we are working. And it's the same thing, guys. Click on add custom column, and after that I'll show you what is the difference. You can see add a custom column, and this column is going to be like, let me name it as previous year merit, and it is going to be read only, because you are trying to populate the value from the formula, right? And it is going to be percentage, you can see here, and this is where you are going to write the formula, guys. You can see here there is a small box here available here to write your formula. And how you are going to write your formula is like, you can see all the fields of your compensation template. This particular compensation template, guys, specifically are available to you. And using these fields, all the fields are available, guys. You have to write the formula. And it is going to be like, the formula is going to be your current salary. Where is your current salary? Yeah, current salary. Click on insert, and it is going to be minus previous year salary, and we loaded that using the custom column, right? Hire date, EMP, previous year salary. You can see here. Custom 7 is the previous year salary, and if you want to use your brackets, just go ahead and use it in the same fashion like however you use it, and it is going to be divided by the previous year salary. And you want to calculate, and already you have given the percentage, guys, so it will automatically multiply by 100 to calculate it to come up with a percentage. I don't know like what values will come up, but let me show you how it works. And this is a simple formula, and this is how you are going to write any sort of formula, guys. This is the box where you will write your formula.
So, Raghu,
yeah.
So Raghu, can you have an if clause or anything over here, or is just
yeah,
like
yeah,
doing,
you can do that. You can write a if clause. Yes, everything you can do that.
Okay.
And
Also, this formula is there in formula sheet available that for which purpose we have which formula.
Hey, can you repeat that question? Sorry.
Yeah, like Raghu, you just told us this formula, but we don't know how to calculate this amount. So, is there any sheet available for formulas?
Yeah. It should be there in the documentation that I sent to you guys. In fact, if it is not there, just let me know. I'll send you all the possible expressions that you can use in your formula fields. Okay? Yeah. And let me save this thing, guys. Okay. So I did this simple configuration, right? Let me go ahead and launch the form to the compensation planner, guys. So that is the only way how I can test my changes. So that is the reason I was telling you, right? We had to launch the compensation worksheet a couple of times to test all our changes. Let's say v5.0. Let me launch it, guys. It's not yet started, guys. Here you can see. Okay, launching of your compensation worksheet, you can see it just completed. Let me proxy into Alan Thompson account quickly. And if you go to the compensation module again, it is a routine thing, guys. I just don't want to repeat all those things, but you know the process, right? Yeah. And here you can see your merit calculation has been, your calculations has been populated here. Yes, because of these values, you can see here there are something like he might be hourly paid guy. So that is the reason his salary is coming like $1,180, which is like a very negligible, and that is the reason you can see the percentage of merit is the percentage of previous merit is like very high, and you can see this was negative because of these values. You can just go and populate the correct values. You will see here, and you can see here this is the perfect example, guys. So that is how you are going to write your simple formulas, guys. Someone is asking, right? That's the place, that's the only place, guys. Nowhere else you will be able to write any formulas. That is the only place where you will be able to write formulas. And this is one way how you are going to write your formulas, guys. And there is something other concept called as lookup tables. And there is no limitation, guys. You have to write these many formulas only. You can go ahead and create n number of formulas. I mean to say, what are the possible 15 custom fields, right? You will be able to create 15 formula fields also. There is no limitation, such kind of thing. And the other thing is like, there is something called as the lookup concept. Similar to the lookup concept in your spreadsheet or Excel, even you will be able to configure the lookup concept or the lookup functionality in your SuccessFactors compensation module, guys. And here also you have the same thing, like couple of fields you are going to define it as a key fields, and couple of fields you are going to define as output fields. And it's the same way, like how it works is like say you have key field 1 and the output field is going to be value 1, and you want to use key field, like say key field is like a job level of employee, and if say job level of your employee is one second guys, executive, you want to place them under the employee tier 1. Say if the job level of your employee is VP and you want to place them under the job tier of tier 2, and say if the employee level is going to be like administrator or like say clerk, you want to place them under tier 3. So you already have the job levels in your system, and based on your job levels, your employees job levels, you want to determine or categorize them into different tiers. So how you are going to do it? Like it's simple, you don't need to write your calculation also guys. You can just use your lookup tables, and in order to use your lookup tables concept, you have to prepare the lookup table data guys. It's nothing but a simple CSV file that you have to prepare and load it into the system, and that is the file that you are going to refer inside the formula fields guys. So let me create one guys, so that it is very easy for you to understand. Let me become self here. Go to your admin tools. And if you remember guys, we already created the job tier custom field, right? But we kept it as like something should be loadable from the UDF file. Is that correct? Let me verify that guys. 2015 March compensation plan template. Let me open it here guys. It's not visible. Let's see that guys. I don't see that guys. Let me create a custom column called as employee job tier, and it is going to be read only because you are going to calculate or populate the value inside this particular field using the lookup concept. Before that, let me show you where you will be able to find the lookup tables. Yeah, if you go back to the actions for all plans under your compensation module, you can see there is something called as lookup tables, and this is the place where you are going to load all your lookup tables guys. So how you are going to load that is like, it's a simple CSV file, guys. Let me show you. Let me prepare one and I'll show you. It's already there, guys, on my desktop. Okay, anyhow, data is not there. That's good. You can see, let's say the first column is going to be your job level, employee job level, and then it is going to be job tier is the output value. And like that, you can create up to 5 levels. The number of columns is going to be 5, which means that 2 input, 2 output, 3 output is the maximum allowed values that you can keep, guys. And those are the number of columns that you can create and load into the system to create your lookup concept. And say job level is going to be, I don't know, guys, what are there here. Let's say VP, executive, VP. Let me get the values, guys. I'm trying to get the job levels of the employees that we are currently working on, guys, so that we can see this lookup values properly. You can see this is the job level, VP, AA. Okay. Say this is going to be tier 1 and this is going to be tier 2 and tier 1. You don't need to keep too many values, guys. No need of repetition here. And this is going to be tier 3. And save the CSV file. Then go to this actions for all plans, and once you are in the actions for all plans, right, click here on all the plans and select this lookup tables and create your own lookup table. Say it is going to be employee tier and employee classification, whatever maybe. And here you can see you have to create number of input and number of output. Right now we are giving one input as a key and we are expecting one column output, and that is the reason you can see number of input is 1, number of output is 1. That is what we have given here, and click on create and select the particular lookup table whatever we have given here. And here you can see choose for the file. This is the file that we created, and you can see here make the first row header row, which means that the first row is not data in your file. It is going to be a header, and you can see here click on import, guys. And you see this is the table that you have configured in your CSV file, and that is what you have seen here in input. And remember, guys, this name is important while you are writing your calculations using this lookup concept, guys. Okay, so once this is done, go back to your compensation worksheet, and the one that we are working is 2015 March compensation. Click on design worksheet and add a custom column called as employee tier, and it is going to be a read-only field, and it is going to say it's a string. And how you are going to write your formula is like you have to use the keyword called as a lookup, and then your lookup table name. Employee tier is your lookup table name. That is what we have given. And click on there is a comma here, and here we need to write the first header name, guys. The first column header name is what we have to give as the input value. No, sorry. So you're passing the table you prepared is one input, one output, right? So you have to provide the input value, and the input value is nothing but it should be something the data already available with you, which means that the data whatever you are passing here in the second column, the second parameter, you are looking that particular data in the employee tier lookup table, and after that you will tell that which row, which column that you are interested in as output. Let me show you this. This is your job level. The job level is nothing but the one that we have seen, guys. It's a standard column provided by Successfactors, and after that 1 is nothing but in the output the very first column is what I am interested to return as output for this particular formula field. It's simple, guys. You can see lookup is the keyword, employee tier is the lookup table name, and for the lookup table we configured as one value input, one value output. So you are passing the input using this job level, and you are expecting the output as the, say if you have multiple columns as output, right, that is when you will give 2 second or third, that whatever you are expecting, but as we have only one, right, I'm just giving one here. Let me go ahead and save this. That's it, guys. Custom form illegal function name lookup, what it is. Oh, 1 second, guys. It should be lowercase, guys. It's a case sensitive. Sorry, guys. It's a case sensitive, guys. Lookup. You can see here, if you give the lowercase, right, it accepts. If you give uppercase, it doesn't accept, guys. It's a case sensitive one. Sorry about that. So that is how you are going to write your lookup, and you can see here you are referring your lookup table name and passing the input value, and return you are expecting the output value here. So in order to verify that, yeah.
Ravi, isn't that we are looking at the second column? So it should be a 2?
No. You have to look at your table as this is your first column, and this column 1 is the input column. While you are creating a lookup, right, you are telling one input, one output, right? So you have to tell to the formula that lookup, and its syntax is like lookup table name, and then input value, and then output value or column, output column number. This is how you are going to write your. The last parameter is always your return value, guys. Return values column. So when you talk about return values, right, how many number of output columns are there? We have only one. Say if you have a 2 column output, right? In that, say here the first column is 1 output and second column is 2 output. In that case, say if you are interested in reading the data from second column rather than from the first column, right? You have to write like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little bit tricky. It's nothing complex. It's a little bit tricky. If you understand it, it's pretty simple. Input, let's say my input is like.
So basically it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it is opposite to the VLOOKUP kind of a thing, right? Basically, kind of. Because over there, if you want column 1 or column 2 information as output, you
oh yeah,
you write that number.
It doesn't follow the same syntax. Yes, you are correct. So if you want a second column output, right, you will give second. But here it is not like that. You are already categorizing the input and output column. Let's say input 1, input key 2, input key 1, input key 2, and let's say your output column 1, output column 2, output column 3. Say this is what your table, lookup table, right? And this table is 2 input, 3 output table, guys. Because you are passing 2 key values and you want to read one of this column data. Either you are interested in column 1 output or column 2 output or column 3 output, it's up to you. But you can read either output column 1 or output column 2 or output column 3. Agreed? So in that case, how you are going to write your formula is like you are going to write lookup and lookup table name, whatever it may be, whatever you have written. And you can see here there are 2 inputs. So you have to pass 2 input keys value. One second. Key 1 you have to pass, key 2 you have to pass, but always the return value is going to be only 1, guys. Whether you are interested in output column 1 or 2 or 3 is what matters. Is it clear, guys?
Yep, thanks.
Okay. Just let me mute, guys, because I'm hearing some echo. Sorry. So we already created the employee tier here, guys, as the very last column. Let me go ahead and launch the compensation worksheet Alan Thompson and we'll verify that. Let's say v6.0. Click on launch form. It's not yet started, guys. Okay, you can see it is in progress. Just now it's completed. Let me proxy into Alan Thompson here. If you go to the compensation module, V6 is the one that we just now launched it, guys. And here you can see employee tier. Employee tier is the custom column we created. Forget about this thing, guys. Abby Adams and Sadia Kamal, because they don't. I don't think so. They carry any job level. That is the reason you can see it's not applicable coming here. It's just like your lookup. Whenever it doesn't find any value, right? It is giving NA, right? The same thing here. So that is how you are going to write your lookups, guys. And the other thing, and I say it's most important thing which you have to configure in your compensation module of your SuccessFactors is the guidelines, guys. So what are your guidelines? The guidelines are nothing but, I can say they are the rules. It's just simple if else condition kind of rules, guys. You can configure them very easily. So they will help you to populate the default values in any of your components, either it is the salary in your salary tab. If you want to default some merit amount to all your employees, or if you want to default their lump sum payments, or their promotion details, bonus, anything, guys. If you want to default some values based on some criteria, usually in your compensation, the criteria is going to be their performance merit values, guys. Based on their performance ratings, you want to grant them some merit lump sum payment, some bonus, those things you want to default that. And this defaulting is going to happen with your guidelines. And it's not only the defaulting, and the guidelines will allow you to specify the range. And this range is going to be like, say, an employee who got 5 rating out of 5. In that case, the maximum merit that your organization specifies is, in such case, grant him the lower limit is going to be 30K, whereas the upper limit is going to be like 60K for the merit, just for the merit component, guys. And in the similar fashion, so for that particular employee, the compensation planner can award merit ranging between 30K to 60K. And same in the case, say for an employee who got 4 rating out of a scale of 5, he should be granted with a merit, and the range is going, by default, he should be granted with a merit of 30K, but the range allowed is like 20 to 40K. Yes, the compensation planner by default, he will see the 30K, and if he wants to reduce the default merit to 20K, yes, he is allowed to do that. At the same time, if you want to raise that particular merit from 30K to 40K, yes, he can go out and do that. So such kind of things you are going to achieve with your merit, with your guidelines, guys. And your guidelines, as I am talking ranges, right? You can see here I am talking about ranges. On the ranges, you can keep a hard limit or soft limit, guys. Hard limit is nothing but the range whatever you specify, right? That's it. The compensation planner cannot go beyond that range. And the soft limit is kind of thing, yes, you will show an error, or you will show warning, guys. It's not error, guys, sorry. You will show a warning message to the compensation planner stating that the organization limits for a rating of a guy 5 or a job level of a VP, the merit should be granted between 30K to 60K, but say the compensation planner might have given 70K as merit. In that case, it will show you a warning message, a pop-up window, small pop-up window. And if you want to override that, yes, you can just go ahead and click on that and go ahead with continue save. Yes, you will be able to award 70K as well. So these are the two categories under your guidelines, guys. And how you will be able to create your guidelines is like, again, these guidelines are specific to each compensation plan template, guys. Each template, whatever the guideline that you are going to write inside the template, right, they are specific to that particular template only, guys. So where you will be able to write your guidelines is if you go to your compensation plan template in the administration tools, because your SuccessFactors consultant is the one who is going to write your guidelines, guys. Go to your administration tools, and if you go to your administration tools, go to the compensation planning, and under that go to the template that you are currently working on. Guys, are you able to understand, guys? You can see here your guidelines. This is the place where you are going to write your guidelines, guys. Click on guidelines, and you can see by default there are some existing guidelines available here. So let me show you how it looks like. If you see here, the merit guideline for a rate, this is your rating, employee rating. This is the merit that you are granting here. Let me, what I'm going to do, like I'm not going to use this thing, guys. Let me delete this and I'll create a new ones. Let me, one second, no worries, guys. Let me delete that. I'll create a brand new one. Add a new rule. And this is going to be like merit payment, and you are calculating the merit payment. Merit is the one that you are calculating. And what is your criteria? So whether you want to calculate your merit based on the rating or job level, pay grade, or you can use your own thing, guys. Or if you want to use your custom field, yes, you can do that. Let me say I'm going to calculate based on only on the rating, employees rating, which means that the performance evaluation ratings, guys. And if you want to create your own custom column, yes, you can also create the custom column from here itself. You can see here column designer. Yes, you can do that. And what is the mode? Do you want to update percentage, or you want to grant some amount into this particular field? Yes, say I want to grant some amount into this particular merit field. And you can see here hard limit. This is the hard limit, guys, I'm talking about. Let me keep it as no at this moment. There is no proration. We didn't spoke about proration yet, guys. And let me change that. Force default and rating change. If at all the employee rating changes, whether you want to update or reflect these merit calculations for the employee records or not, it's up to you whether you want to keep it here, because already your employee ratings has been freeze. So there is no point of keeping it yes, guys, because we closed that particular compensation the performance worksheet, right? Make it as no, and we are not using any custom column here. And you can see here high low action, just warn, allow. Here you can see here, if you touch the boundaries of your range, whether you want to warn or just allow that without even warning also, you can just allow them. And if you warn it, right, what kind of message? Say maximum or minimum guideline reach, or say anything, guys, any text message that you can keep. Let me save here merit calculation and click on this merit payment, guys. And here you are going to write your actual formula, and let's say merit for 0 to 1 rating employee. This is going to be, it should be greater than 0 and it should be less than or equal. It is nothing about their ratings, guys. If an employee, this is the name, guys, the formula name, you can keep any name here, but this is the rating. The ratings are the scales we consider like 1 to 5, guys. So if an employee rating is greater than 0 and less than 1, which is basically less than 1, so what is the default amount that you want to grant him? Let's say in this case I want to grant a default amount of 100 or 10,000, guys, sorry, and the minimum is going to be like 5,000. This low you have to duplicate it, guys. I don't know like why they kept it as low as a mandatory. And the high is going to be, it can go up to 15K. So this is a simple one formula or rule under your guidelines, guys. And the same fashion you have to replicate the same thing for different ratings, right? 1 to 2 we have, 2 to 3 we have, 3 to 4 we have, 4 to 5 we have. So click on let me save this, and you can see add new formula, and it is going to be 1 to 2 rating greater than 1, and it should be less than or equal to 2, and my default is going to be like, say 12K is the default, and say minimum is going to be like 10,000. Okay, and maximum is going to be 18,000. Let me save this, and merit 2 to 3. So rating should be greater than 2 and less than or equal to 3, and the default that I want to assign is 18K, and the minimum I want to assign is like 15K. 1 second, guys. Oops. Okay, and the maximum is like, say 20K, and save it. Add a new formula, merit 3 to 4, and it is 3. Oh, oops, guys, 1 second. 3, 4. So the minimum here, it is going to be like, say 18,000. And you can always export and import these formulas, guys, from the system. You have an option that, let me show you that. And the default is going to be like, say somewhere around 20,000 is the default thing, and the maximum is like, say 25K. Okay, let me add one more last formula, last rule, guys, sorry. Let's say the default is going to be like 35K, and the minimum is going to be like somewhere 30,000. The maximum they can go up to 45K. Save it, guys. Okay, you can see you wrote this formula, and you associated this particular formula, these particular rules to the merit column, guys, merit component of your salary tab. That is what we did in the pop-up window. So once you configure this thing, right, let me go ahead and relaunch the form, and I'll show you the difference. Let's say 2015 March v7.0.
What are these set plan dates? Step.
What it is?
What are these set plan dates? Step 2. This one. Step
No,
2.
see, you are launching this template to your planner, right? So the planner should start working on this template from so and so date, right? That is what you are mentioning here, and he should complete that by some date, and there should be some due date for that per completion, right? That is what you are giving here.
Okay.
Yeah. Click on submit, monitor the job. It's a kind of routine thing, guys. I don't like one side it is like a boring, but little bit interesting with respect to the guidelines, eligibility rules, all those things, guys. Not yet started. Okay, here you can see this is the one it just completed. So ideally the form should be now available with Alan Thompson, guys. If you go to the compensation module, and this is the one that we just created. Oops. It didn't calculate it, guys. You can see this is where it should update the amount. It didn't happen. 1 second, let me check, guys, what went wrong here. There you should see some default values, guys. the amounts that whatever we populated, right? Based on this employees ratings, you should see the value over there. But let me check what is wrong there.
So Raghu, does it automatically goes and inserted into that column, or it's just guide? It's just a guideline which is displayed in a
no. It will populate the amount, guys. The default amount, whatever we configured, right? It will show you that amount.
So if you just want to give them as a default values, not in the actual amount information, can you do that?
Yes, you can do that. You can basically, in that case, you are going to have one more column, and on the column you are going to show these values, and then it up to your compensation plan or whatever they want to grant it to the employees, right? They can do that. What happened to this? Merit rating.
So, but where did you assign this to a column?
No. If you remember, guys, when you click on add rule, you are setting that to what you are calculating here. You can see you already calculated the merit. That is the reason you don't see any more merit available here.
Okay.
You got my point? So you are calculating the merit here. It doesn't have any activate or some kind of thing. The eligibility rules has some activate button, guys. But here it is pretty simple, straightforward. Change rule settings. 1 second. Here, this is what I'm talking about, guys. The merit, you can see here. The merit based on your employees rating is what you are trying to calculate here. You are writing rules around these things. Let me relaunch it, guys. Somehow, I don't know, like just a try, guys. What's compensation? Let me log off, guys. Just don't mind. It should come up, guys. Definitely, it's a pretty simple, straightforward thing. If you go to Alan Thompson, and go to the compensation module. This is the one that we just created, guys. Oh, somehow this is not populating here.
Raghu, review ratings are all NA. That's why maybe it's not picking up the amount.
Oh, why does it coming as NA? Yeah, that might be true, yes. 1 second, guys. Let me check what is the rating source. Good catch, guys. So it depended on the rating sources, the ratings, right? The employee ratings. That is the reason you can see the employee ratings are all NA, and it was not able to determine what is the rating, and it was not able to match any of the rule that we created, guys. Let me go to the design worksheet, not here, plan details, rating source. Click on rating sources. It looks good, guys. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let me go to admin tools. I know like what might happen. So it should be in closed state, right? Let me go to. We might have deleted the forms, guys. All the forms, right? We might have deleted them. Do you remember, like yesterday or day before last session, we deleted a lot of forms.
Is there any way to restore those forms?
Yeah, we can do that. Yes, but you can see I don't even find a template here. 1 second. It should be 1 second. 2015 March performance review. 1 second. Yeah, this is the one. Let me click on that. Yeah, you can see here with this particular template there are no forms available in the system. Do you understand, guys, what I am talking about here? We are not able to see the performance ratings of the employees in our compensation module because the other day we deleted a lot of forms, right? There are a lot of unnecessary uncompleted like several forms are sitting in the system, and we have a problem with that. That is the reason we deleted everything, and we are not able to find. We deleted the performance review forms as well, guys. So that is the reason you don't see the reviews into the compensation module, and we wrote the guidelines around the review ratings. Because of that, as there are no ratings and none of the rules are matching with respect to your guidelines, and no data is being populated on your merit component, guys. Let me go ahead and restore the forms. It's a good thing, guys. Let me show you how to do that. Click on admin tools, and here you can see if you click on restore deleted forms, you see there is an option to restore deleted forms. Click on that, and from template you can choose any criteria, guys, that you are interested of. This is the one that we are interested. Search for those things, guys. Yeah, here you can see all those things are available now, and what I'm going to do is like restore them. I'm just restoring those things, guys. The forms created based on our performance plan template, I'm just restoring them. Restore. Restore. Good catch, guys. Really good one. Let me go ahead and relaunch the compensation plan template now, guys. V9.0. Let me launch this. You can see guys, it is in progress and just completed. Let me proxy into, sorry. Go to the compensation module, and this is the one that we just launched, guys. Now you can see your ratings are available here, 5, 4, 3, 2.25, 2, whatever it may be, and you can see your amount, whatever the amount that we granted, right? It is available here, guys. And you can see this is the percentage, default percentage that has been granted based on their, this is the percentage calculated with respect to their current salary or previous year salary, guys. And you can just go ahead and change your, like say if you want to increase the merit, you can go ahead and increase it. And let's say, you can see here, it's a range penetration error, guys, that's a standard error. Let's say I don't want to go with the 20 and I want to go with only 1000. Yes, I can do that. You can see here. And let's say I want to go with 19,000. You can see here. Let's say I want to go with 100. I can go that, and I can click on save. Here you can see save option. So this is how your compensation planner is going to change that, guys. You can change within the limits, or you can go beyond the range. All those things can happen with respect to the merit. And the same thing you can apply for your lump sum adjustments, all those things, guys. But your guidelines, the way you are going to write your guidelines, right? Yes, it is going to be in the same fashion. But the input criteria, whether you are writing on the rating or the performance rating, or you are writing based on the employee job level, it's up to you guys how you are writing that. But the same way, like the same place and the same way you are going to write your guidelines in the system, guys. I'm going to stop it here, guys.
The column beside that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the column beside that one says merit guidelines. So it is a range, that's good. But if we want the default percentage, like the medium, the default percentage. So one way is that it should be in a data load, which is UMD or whatever the file is.
UDF, yeah.
What is the other UDF, and what is the other way? Because if it's a number of combinations, like in UDF, you may not know what he's rating yet, right? Rating might be coming from the performance management. And you don't know the rating, but based upon the rating, the default percentage.
No, you can. Yeah. What you can do is like probably you can seal that, or you can round it off, guys. Instead of range, right? You can round it off. There is a function.
We need a range to show that, okay, this is what the range. That is one thing, and but also we like to show him the guideline instead of directly putting into the whatever we're seeing.
Okay.
There, right? Okay. If they deleted it, if he deletes, he doesn't know that. Okay, what is the actual default percentage? He forgot or something like that. So, is there any other way to do it, or that's the only way from the file?
No, guys, because you cannot read your guideline into the formula fields also.
Okay.
No, and the only way to it seems to be like you had to load it from your UDF file only, because you know like what guidelines you are going to configure in your system. So you can just load the same data using your UDF file and just default those values onto the employee details, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another one, if you can go to the custom, sorry, not the custom, the rules, the guideline rules. Over there, you said that you can also add the custom field, right? What values are there available?
No. See, the custom field, again, you have to load the data into the custom field using your UDF file only. You cannot load that automatically, right? Let me go there.
Even for the guidelines, if the field exists in the file, you can grab that one, and based upon that combination, you go ahead and create.
Yes, you can do that. Yes.
Okay. So another one, final one. You said yesterday when you were trying to create a custom field, right? And it did give us an error saying that the field has already been used. So there are 15 fields, you are saying.
Yeah.
So let's say in an example where we have two different worksheets, right? Yep. and they are going simultaneously at the same time period.
Yeah.
Right. So if I've already used 15 fields, it's a lot of, but I'm just
go ahead. No, it can happen. Yeah.
So if 15, I'm already using it for a different sheet, right? And there is another department which is doing their own completely different compensation. Can I use both simultaneously, or I'm only stuck with 15 and I have to share it?
Overall, you are stuck with 15 only, guys. See, if you want to beyond 15, right? Yes, your support team is the one to whom you want to speak, and definitely they will charge you for that.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not completely handicapped for that, but you have to pay something for SuccessFactors in order to provide that particular functionality for you guys.
Okay. That's good. Thanks.
Okay. And what we are in tomorrow's session, basically, like I'll show you like how to create your eligibility rules, and I'll talk about a couple of things like how to move your employees randomly from one worksheet to another worksheet. Whenever there is like their manager changes, or if you want to forcibly move from one employee from one worksheet to another worksheet, or if you want to add a new employee who is like a new hire in your organization to the compensation worksheets, and those things we'll talk about those guys. And if time permits, I'll show you like how to create your compensation plan template, and I'll talk I'll talk about proration, guys, probably in tomorrow's session. And day after tomorrow's session, I'll talk about like how to create your templates, compensation plan templates, how to design that, and how to generate your compensation plan template. There are certain features like your callback functionality, bulk print functionality, those kind of things. I'll talk about that, guys. And after tomorrow's session, probably like by end of this week, by Friday, if everything goes fine, we'll be able to complete the compensation module, guys.
Okay. So don't forget the budgeting one.
Oh yeah, no. In fact, like your budgeting also, I'll show you guys. So no worries. Yeah, it's there, part of a plan, guys. Yep, guys. You are asking something, Shweta.
I was asking. Yeah, Employee Central will take how many years?
Employee Central, it will probably like, I can say 17 to 20 or 22 hours. It all depends on like what speed or like how we are going. Like average, you can take 20 hours, Shweta.
So, Raghu, is there a way you can actually send this video to us and also that of the for yesterday, because I didn't get it from you, you know what I mean?
Hey, yesterday when I sent it to you, Victor.
No, I didn't get it.
Man, you're killing. 1 second. I remembered your name and I sent the details to you.
Check it then.
Checking it. 1 second.
Raghu, can you send this ones today?
Yes, Raghu, even I was about to say the same thing. Very, very important.
Let me do that. Yeah, I got your question, guys. Let me convert that and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, yes.
Raghu, what I asked you to send me in the afternoon, I haven't received it yet.
I'll do that, man. I just came back from office. I'll do that, Victor.
Alright, mate.
Yeah, okay. You are there, Victor. You are already there. Let me resend it to you. Yep. It should be there in your inbox, Victor.
Raghu, could you please send us the question?
What it is, Tasneem?
Yeah, Raghu, the client questionnaire, like we are going to configure these guidelines in the system, but where we will get these guidelines? So we must have a questionnaire from the client side or something like that. The paperwork. So could you please send us so we just have an idea when we are going to implement the system, so we have an idea how to gather the
Hey, I sent that to you, right? It's there in the compensation material, Tasneem. You see, before you start your exercise directory, right? You have set of questionnaires. Let me show you. Yeah, that is what it is. Like you have all the questions and you have to write down your outputs or the answers provided by your client into a spreadsheet, and based on that you have to come up with these guidelines. They don't tell you as per your success factor terminology or as per your success factor configuration. They'll just tell you something like, say, these are my ratings. Like, say, if an employee at the level of VP and if he got a rating of 5, this is what I want to give a merit. Like, say, 5% of their current salary. That is how they'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to prepare the configuration workbooks and you have to get it reviewed by them, and then you have to start configuration of those things in the system, Tasneem.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm just going to, as I told you, right, I'm just going to stop it here, and we'll meet tomorrow at the same time, guys. 8:15 p.m. guys, Eastern time. At the same time, guys, whatever we agreed, right, at the same time.
Raghu?
Yes.
Tomorrow is Wednesday. You're going to be there at 8:30?
That's fine, guys. If everyone is okay with 8:30, I'm more than happy with that.
I have class. I appreciate it if you can do it at 8:30.
Yeah, okay, guys. Sure, 8:30, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Raghu, this is.
I'm not able to log into the
would
system.
be just for tomorrow or?
Only for tomorrow. 8:30 is only for tomorrow, guys. 8:30 p.m. Eastern is only for Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just resetting your password. Navdeep or someone, right?
Yes, it's Navdeep.
Yeah. This is your password, Navdeep. Here you can see.
Okay.
SF at. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Raghu, if the planner doesn't complete his work by the due date, so what will happen? It will move forward automatically, or?
On your due date, it all depends on like how you configure your roadmap motion. If you want to stay it back there itself, yes, it will stay there for forever. And if you want to move it automatically on your due date, yes, it will move automatically.
Okay, there is an option in the system.
Yeah, we have seen that, right? When you are configuring your roadmap, you have a couple of checkboxes under your due date. Do you remember that? They will control whether how your form should move on your due date, whether it should move or it should not move, or it should move only when all the mandatory fields has been populated. So you can choose your own option as per your requirement, Tasneem.
Raghu, this is Suman again. Sorry. Do we have any sample configuration document in the documents you sent?
Configuration. I don't think configuration.
We need to prepare the configuration workbooks, right, based on the requirement. So
yeah.
Have any template?
It's all question.
I didn't find anything though.
Yeah, I don't think so. But let me check if I have anything with respect to my project, right? I'll send that to you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Raghu.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Let me check tonight. I'll do that.
Raghu, I'm still not able to log in.
Navdeep.
Yes. I don't know the password is moved.
1 second. Is this correct? N Dilan?
Yes. It's a double L actually. No.
Double N?
No, double L, DHLL.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Your account is locked. 1 second.
Today's class session, is this in the compensation mastery training manual? Or is it something which is not there?
This training, it should be there. All the things that whatever we discuss is the guidelines, how to write your guidelines, how to create your custom columns, and how to populate, how to write your formulas. Everything is there in the presentations, guys. In your compensation material, you can see there are like around 20 to 25 presentations. Everything is there in the presentations. How to write your formulas, everything is there. More than whatever I am telling you here, guys. Yeah, it is locked out, Navdeep. Can you try now, guys, Navdeep?
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Is the same password?
Yeah, the same password, SF@111.
Is the lowercase?
No, it's uppercase. Everything is uppercase. Let me try here. Yeah, I'm able to do that. Login. It will work.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm able to log in.
Cool. Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Yep. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Bye. Good night, guys. Have a good day, guys. Someone who is from India or somewhere else. Bye, guys.
Just remember to do what you asked to do. All right.
Yeah. I'll do that, Victor.
I'll be waiting, bro.
Yep. Okay, man. Bye.
Thanks, Raghu. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye, Motion. Bye, guys. Good night.
Thanks, Raghu. Bye.
Good night, Raghu.
Bye.